Welcome Erfinder Fans to the very first episode of the Erfinder Chef for 2021. Happy New Year everyone, and I hope you had a fantastic festive season and a Happy New Year or celebrating New Year's with your friends and family. Really hope you enjoyed it. Just want to start off by apologising for my absence for last year. I got a bit sick and had some health issues, but I'm all better now and mended, so I'm ready and excited to bring back the Erfinder Chef series for you. So tonight's going to be the very first episode for 2021, so get excited, and there's many more to come. I've balanced out my Erfinder Chef workload a little bit. So videos will be actually going up fortnightly instead of weekly, and recipe sheets will be going up on the day that the video is uploaded, so you can try it straight away when you're ready to give it a shot. Again, I appreciate the fans that have stuck with me along the way, and please keep providing the feedback. Now, we are having a thunderstorm here in Brisbane right now, and I have these amazing tin roofs in my new house. As you can see from the previous series, I am in a different kitchen, so I did eventually move into my new kitchen, into my new house, and it's I love cooking in here. It's fantastic. Lots of space, lots of elements, lots of bits and bobs, and lots of drawers for storage, and it's a really great place to cook. So I do enjoy spending a lot of time in the kitchen in this new house. But enough of me talking, let's get started. The idea of these series 2 of the Erfinder Chef is going to be shorter episodes, so more simpler meals that you can cook at home. So today's recipe that we're actually going to be looking at is a Sesame Soy Chicken with an Asian green apple and spinach in a Suki bowl style. So Suki bowl is essentially like a deconstructed sushi. It has rice and lots of greens and lots of flavors. There's a restaurant down in South Brisbane where I work that serves some delicious Suki bowls using crumbed chicken and pork belly. So you can try your own different type of style of Suki bowl at home, but this is one that I'm going to do for you guys tonight. So we are also going to serve this with a Honey Soy Mayonnaise that we're going to make from scratch, and some fresh avocado. So let's get started on this straight away. I have with us tonight all of my ingredients I've actually prepped. I've got into the routine of doing food prep in advance for this because it is a lot easier, but not only this, just everyday living and everyday eating. So I now actually have all my food prepped for all of my meals during the week, which is pretty exciting. But let's get started into this, ladies and gentlemen. So the first thing, I went to the butcher and I got 500 grams of the most beautiful tenderloins. So we've got chicken tenderloins, and I've got these in the fridge. Already prepped in a metal bowl. So we've got our chicken tenderloins there, absolutely beautiful. Alright, so what we're going to do with this is I'm just going to give them a bit of a wash. There you go, nice and clean there. And we're just going to get up by marinating them first. So I've got a little bit of light soy sauce here, a splash of light soy sauce. We want some salt. We're going to put our salt in there as well. I have some Kappas Manis, which is a sweet soy sauce you can find in most Asian food sections of your supermarket. And I'm just going to get a spoon and give that a bit of a good stir to make sure it's nice and coated. Beautiful. Nice and coated there. Smells delicious. I love soy sauce. It is divine. Next thing we want to add to this chicken is our sesame seeds. So give it a good coating of sesame seeds. Alright, nice, good coating. They're going to come up nice and toasty and brown in the pan. And stir that through, just give them a good coating of all those. Alright, now I have my trusty hot plate here from the previous episodes. I have already preheated this before this video, so I'm actually going to put this pan straight on here and get some not grapeseed oil for the mayo, but I'm going to use virgin olive oil in the pan, just a good splash of that, and give it a good swig around so it's nice and coated. Beautiful. Pan's nice and hot, and we're just going to pop our tenderloin straight in. You can see that's already starting to smoke up, which is beautiful. These tenderloins are just delicious, absolutely delicious. I'm only going to do half of these. I'll save the rest for breakfast probably. I'm back on my shake diet protein whey program, so probably not for breakfast. Alright, so the next part is we want to start prepping the sort of vegetable and the beautiful fresh produce that we're going to use for the Suki bowl. Having mental blanks here again. Just had 4 months off from the Erfinder Chef, so forgive me if I and a lot. So I just had a good handful of spinach there that I've just popped into that bowl. Essentially I'm making this dish for one, but you know, it really depends on how much you want protein wise in your bowl. But you could fill it right up with beautiful produce, and then you've got your fresh protein. It would be absolutely delicious. I've got some bok choy here, baby bok choy. I've split it in half, and I'm just going to take the ends off there and give it a good quick dice into my bowl. And the good thing about Suki bowls is it doesn't have to be like, you know, it can be rough, it can be rustic, it can be like, you know, all sorts of different things, you know, like it doesn't have to be clean cut, it can be throw it all together. This is the kind of dish that you can make after a busy day in the office and you've got some proteins left in the fridge and you just want to make something really quick. So off my time off, I actually did quite a bit of cooking with my daughter, which was really great. We got into the kitchen, we made cakes. It's one thing that I really love, and I really hope that she just becomes a passion of hers as well, because cooking is life. Like it's an essential. I'm just going to grab some tongs. We'll get ready to turn these tenderloins over soon. So we've got some green apple. I'm just going to cut one side off, like so. Leave the skin on. Skin is beautiful. I'm just going to cut it in half and slice it down the middle and thinly chop this into a stick. Right, beautiful. Apple will give it that sweetness, that crunch, you know, just that extra additional beautiful flavour that we'd be looking for. Fresh produce. So it's very green in here. As you can see, we've got our bok choy, our apple, our spinach. It's quite green, which is why I want to go and add some beautiful red cabbage. So we've got some beautiful red cabbage that I picked up from the in-store fruit markets inside of the shopping centres. I find that they have some really good deals on, you know, your vegetables, especially your Asian greens. You find great prices on your Asian greens, but you will never go past the good old farmer's market. So I'm just really thinly slicing this cabbage here. Right, and it just breaks up. Absolutely beautiful. That adds some real red colour to it. So as you can see there, we've got some beautiful red colour in there now as well. Got some bean sprouts here, just going to add a handful of these. I will be saving some of them for the garnish on the top. And lastly, again, more colour. I've got some corn here. I've pre-boiled this, so it is nice and ready to go. I'm just going to thinly slice down the side of the cob. Just going to turn these tenderloins over. Oh, they are looking delectable. Beautiful. Now, I've been trying to go through a process of not wasting any food. So as you can see, I've only used part of this apple here, but I'll be saving that apple and cutting it up and having it for morning tea tomorrow as part of my health kick. I've been reusing so much food lately, it's been amazing. So nothing's been going to waste in my household. Even if my daughter doesn't eat it, I make it a mission to finish her food. So I'm just slicing down the side of the corn cob. And we've got some beautiful corn there, which is easy once it's been sliced down. You can just break it all up and add it to the bowl. So again, this is a real quick and easy meal. Like, I'm aiming for these videos to be 30 minutes max. Again, we're about to make a mayonnaise in a minute, so keep that in mind, because you think about it, it's like, oh, you know, you're cooking chicken, you're cooking, like making a Suki mix. It's pretty straightforward stuff. It shouldn't take 30 minutes. But we are going to make a honey soy mayonnaise from scratch in a moment, so that's going to be really good. I'm just going to grab my white wine vinegar, and I'm going to use that as well. So we've got our corn in there, lots of real colour, absolutely beautiful fresh ingredients. I'm really excited to eat this after too, because I'm quite hungry. Now, as I said, Suki bowls contain rice, so it's like a deconstructed sushi. My favourite when I go to the restaurant in South Brisbane is using brown bamboo rice. I am going to preach something right now that I have learnt as a single parent to just absolutely utilise on a daily basis, and that is microwavable rice packs. Now, the ones you find in the supermarket where you cut the corner and you throw it in the microwave for 90 seconds, it is the greatest thing ever, especially if you come home and you want something really nice like rice and chicken, or just something really quick and simple, and you can still add the rice in and cook it through later to certain dishes. I find it is one of the most time-saving things, and it comes in great portion sizes as well. Like, you buy one pack, it can serve 2 people. It's just really good, and I think I'm using them more and more. Even though I do like to cook my own rice, it comes out really nice. It's not sticky. It's just really, really quick and easy way. So, in the case of the brown rice that we're going to use, I've actually prepped this brown rice in advance, and I did cook it. But there are brown rice microwave packs that can do this exact same thing, and you could literally pop it in the microwave for 90 seconds. Sounded a bit New Zealander there. 90 seconds, and there's the base to your Suki bowl. Alright, so I've got this rice here, which is fantastic. And I'm going to put that in my bowl. So I've got myself this beautiful serving bowl here, and I'm just going to start off by pouring that in the bottom. I don't want to make it too messy. I do want a little bit of presentation. You know how much I love my presentation. Again, rice is one of the things that does take a bit of time, so by me prepping this in advance for you guys, that way, you know, I can keep the movies under, or series, the movies, the TV series, not even TV series, the stream around 30 minutes. Just turning these tenderloins over again, they smell absolutely delicious. They're still coating in that beautiful soy mix. Oh, almost lost one then. So you can see that they're just beautifully coming along, and they're so, like, they're already falling off just by grabbing them with the tongs. Nice and brown, that's what we want to see. Alright, so we've got our base ready, we've got our beautiful mix ready. So there's a layer process for the Suki bowl. It always starts with the rice on the bottom, and then we start off with our beautiful produce mix that we have here. So I'm just going to stack that right on the top. Beautiful, beautiful colour. Absolutely. I want some more of that corn and stuff on top there. Absolutely delicious. And this is just really, really simple, really healthy food. I'm trying on my health kick, so I make one of these. I did a katsu chicken one last week. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so while our chicken is going in the pan, we've got our protein mix ready to go. We're going to do the mayo. So I've got my food processor here. Last time I used this in the Erfinder Chef, it wasn't working for me straight away. I've pre-tested this in advance just to make sure it is all good to go. But let's get started. So we've got 1 egg. Again, depending on how many people you are serving, you can put 2 eggs, double the recipe sort of thing, alright? So 1 egg, and we're putting the whole egg in, not just the yolk. Alright, so we've got that whole egg in there. Absolutely beautiful. We have got Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard here, so I want a full tablespoon. This is a half a tablespoon. The problem with this new kitchen is there's so many drawers. I've got my my utensil drawer over there. Beautiful. So we've got a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Good pinch of salt. Alright, good pinch of salt. We've got there. Alright, we are going to give that a good blitz. White wine vinegar, so a good splash of white wine vinegar. You can also use lemon juice. It's more commonly used lemon juice. Doesn't faze me either way. Just don't put too much, obviously, because it's going to be too bitter. Alright, and last but not least, grapeseed oil. So we're going to be adding the grapeseed oil as we go with the process of running in the top. So we just want to add a slow bit at a time. Alright, we don't want to add too much at once, otherwise it's going to become too runny and can possibly split. Oh man, these tenderloins smell delicious. Just moving them around the pan a bit. So again, just a little bit at a time. Use your fingertips. Use a spoon. Yum. want to go with that again. As you can see, we've got this beautiful, nice mayonnaise here. Absolutely just beautiful. Lovely. Alright, so I do want to add a next thing, a little bit of soy sauce to this mayonnaise. So again, with the Kappas Manus, we're going to put that in there. Now, the mayonnaise was a little bit runny, and you can add another egg, which we might do at this stage. I just put a big old splash of the Kappas Manus in there. I'm going to put a splash of the light soy sauce as well, and we're going to put a tablespoon, or a good old squeeze, of honey. That was a good old squeeze. And I'm going to add another egg. I've decided. This feels right. Alright, let's give this a good old whiz again. Turning those tenderloins. They are coming along delicious. See, how did we go this time? Ooh, yum. Delicious. So it's got a real subtle soy taste. Got a very nice bit of sweetness to it. Absolutely delicious. I am going to add some more Dijon mustard to that, as we did add another egg. So I'll just manually stir this in. Good old teaspoon of that. Now, our mayo has come out a little bit runny. So in the case of, as I have always said, raw kitchen editing, it tastes absolutely delicious. It is a little bit liquidy. So what we're going to do is, in this case, I will go and remake this mayo for you in one of our rescue recipe episodes, which is, again, first of 2021. But in this case, I'm going to pour some of this into the bowl. And we are going to put our chicken, which is now beautifully browned, beautifully coated. And we're just going to drop our chicken in. Give it a beautiful coating of the sauce that we just made. Turn off my fry pan here. Do have a sink full of water ready for the aftermath of dishes. So we've got this absolutely beautiful coating here. As you can see, beautiful chicken tenderloins here. We're just ever going to place these on top. Oh, stop sliding away. Oh, one fell down the side there. That is okay, we can use that as a platform to stack up the rest. Beautiful, put that nice little piece on top there. And we're just going to drizzle some of this over the top. Absolutely beautiful. That sauce really does have a lot of flavour in it. So it is a traditional mayonnaise. We've just added some honey soy flavour into it. That's actually quite delicious. Again, I will bring in another episode, probably with the upload of this first one, where I go and remake that mayonnaise for you. Alright, so we've got our beautiful chicken in the bowl there. We've got our avocado. So I've just got this nice corner piece of avocado here. Take the skin off of that. Beautiful. And I'm just going to take that ever so slice, not all the way to the bottom, just creating 5 cuts across the top so that you can push it out into a beautiful fan. And that's going to place ever so lightly on the top. Stay. Why won't you stay for me? There we go. And lastly, we're going to top with some of those bean sprouts that I was talking about before. And another one of the traditional Suki bowl sort of extras, fried shallots. So I always get fried shallots with my Suki bowl. So I have some here. So I'm just going to pop them over the top to give it that extra crunch as well. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a beautiful, fresh, vibrant, healthy, maybe not the mayonnaise, but still full, punched full of flavour, Suki bowl, which you can make so quickly at home. So again, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, the recipe will go up with the video upload, which will be released next Wednesday. I believe I have scheduled in for the 13th of January, which will obviously, you'll be watching this on the day that it's uploaded. Again, these videos are done in advance, so I hope you do watch it when it does get uploaded. Any feedback, please let me know. And welcome back to 2021 and exciting times ahead for the Erfinder Chef. Thanks again for the fans who have stuck in there with me. Really appreciate it. It's just something I like to do that is fun. Obviously, we are all home cooks. I'm not a professional. It's just a passion that I have. Clearly, having issues with mayo. But you know, practice makes perfect, and that's all I can say to you is just keep trying, and you will eventually teach yourselves ways that you can just create amazing food in your own home. So don't give up in the kitchen. Feel free to just play and adventure. It is the most greatest space where you can create the most delectable food. So I will leave you this, ladies and gentlemen. I just thank you again. Apologize for the missing absence, but just keep an eye on the Erfinder Chef page, because there's going to be some amazing things coming for this year. So much love, people. Much love from the Erfinder Chef. I wish you all the best for the year thus far, and look forward to speaking to you next time. Have a great evening.